Hey guys, Pieguyrulz here, and I wasn't going to do another reaction to the SpongeBob Movie 2 until the SpongeBob Movie 2 came out. But something interesting came up, so I figure I'd give my full opinion on that music video-y, trailer-y thing, the Thank Gosh It's Monday song. And ironically enough, it is Monday. Every Monday's a good Monday when you have off from school, am I right? Alright, so I call it a trailer-y music video because I'm pretty sure this is a part of the movie, but it's also possible that this was like just promotional material, or maybe it got cut from the movie or something. For the purposes of this, I'm just going to assume it is a part of the movie, just because it most likely is, but I haven't seen anything that can really prove that it is a part of the movie. But it seems like this is the part of the beginning of the movie, just kind of setting everything up. Here's SpongeBob, this is what this is what he does, he's happy, this is Squidward, he's a grump, Patrick's his friend, he's happy with him, they walk past the chum bucket, which I assume is probably going to cut to Plankton being not happy on this Monday of Mondays or whatever. So yes, so the first thing I want to talk about is just the song in general. It is upbeat, it is fun, it is, for lack of a better word, positive. It's something that, in the later seasons of SpongeBob, you get songs like the songs of Atlantis Squarepants, where they're not upbeat, they're not fun, they're not fast-paced. This is what I like my SpongeBob songs, just something really fast, really bright, really flashy, really just happy, good natured, nothing negative about this, nothing wrong with this. I like it. I think it's a song that really fits with SpongeBob, and I like that this is what they're using to kind of establish the beginning of the movie. I think that works fantastically. Next, I want to talk about the animation itself, since this is yet another example where we get to see a long bit of it. As usual, as I've said before, it's good-looking animation. It's bright, it's colorful, there's some nice shadowing, which is what you get when you have cinema-grade animation. You have time to do dramatic and dynamic shadows like actual movies, Comparing television to cinema, in television a lot of times things are just really brightly lit and really just shot straight on, shot in a boring way, whereas with cinema, with movies, you have more time to work on it, so you have more leeway in doing more dramatic shots. And I know that's for live action stuff, but it kind of translates here because they have more time to do to make it more cinematic, to do more dramatic things, more time to fill in those shadows and make it look really good, and it looks really good. And then the thing that really made me want to talk about this, that I have to thank someone for pointing it out to me on Le Twitter. Thank you to WizCali, at WizCali. Thank you for pointing this out to me. The little continuity nods that are on SpongeBob's wall at about, I think, 45 seconds into the thing. There's a link down below to the picture itself that I'm talking about if you're interested. There's also a link to the trailer. It's a picture, and in the background of when SpongeBob's singing his song, on the wall are pictures, and one's of Gary, and one's of Mermaid and Barnacle Boy, which is nice because odds are they won't be appearing in this movie for a very good reason. But there's also SpongeBob's name tag, which, has been seen in a number of episodes, but of course most prominently in Missing Identity, in the one where SpongeBob loses identity. But more importantly than that, are the spatula from the first episode, the three-pronged spatula with port and starboard attachments. That spatula is there. It's like on a shelf. And the mustache, the seaweed mustache, is framed and on SpongeBob's wall, the one from the first movie. There's also a picture of SpongeBob with a bunch of stars next to it, and Squidward with one star. That may be a reference to something, I don't know. It might be a reference to Employee of the Month. Not entirely sure. But either way, that's cool. And also, in the crowd scene, you see Bubble Bass, which is like the first time he may have appeared in the later seasons, but to my knowledge, if he has appeared in the later seasons, it's only been once or twice. But it's just really cool. Even if he doesn't do anything, it's just cool that he's there. It seems like they're definitely drawing the background characters from episodes. And I mean, if they did what the Simpsons movie did and just had like all these characters in the crowd scenes, that would be amazing. Like, how cool would it be to just see, like, Flats, the bully, to just see him there in the background? He didn't do anything, he doesn't need to be a part of anything, but to just have his character model there, that would be so cool, and if they're pulling from Bubble Bass, I have no doubt that they wouldn't, there's no reason why they wouldn't do, like, one-off characters. That would be cool. Not necessary, but cool. This is what I've been on about lately when it comes to, like, Truth or Square being a celebration of the show that somehow doesn't reference anything that's ever happened before. There's continuity, which is one thing, and then there's just nice little nods. SpongeBob doesn't do that very often. It does occasionally. But for the movie, to just have the stuff on the wall. It doesn't affect anything. It doesn't need to do anything, but just to have that there to say, hey, listen, we remember these episodes exist. You guys remember those episodes? Yeah, those were good times. Remember the first movie? Yeah, that happened. It's just really cool. That's what I've always just kind of wanted to see from the show, is just like little nods that they actually remember stuff that happened. Even if negative continuity is in play, even if, the episodes are erased by the canon of the show, whatever that even means, for SpongeBob, it's cool to have these little nods and references. So, yeah, talking about this day of positivity, I have nothing negative to say. This is just kind of reinforced how I've felt and everything I've said leading up to this movie, to the point where now, if this movie ends up being bad, I will be disappointed. I am expecting it to be good. As I said, not great, but I am expecting it to be at least good. So, let me know what you guys think. There have been other little teaser spots, but it's mostly the same footage we've seen over and over of SpongeBob not live action, but CG SpongeBob in the live action world, so I'm not going to comment on that. But yeah, the movie's coming out in less than a month, so, I'm excited. Pieguyrulz, out.